Hello guys, it's Davey the Computer Guy here today, and today we are actually working on a project for my friend Jacob Kolbe, who runs Jacob Kolbe Gaming. We are building him a PC, but because we live in different countries, I need to test this before I can send it to him. So yes, this is a socket AM3 motherboard from Gigabyte, ultra durable, with an AMD Phenom 2 in it, 6 core. With a Cooler Master cooler on top. So yeah, we need to do some stuff to this to get it ready to go. First we are going to install, I was going to show you the CPU, but I didn't think to pick up the camera in time, so yeah, sorry. First thing we're going to do is install the RAM. Let's just remove this. Start with this one, if we can get it in under the cooler. Think about this. There we go. One slot of RAM. Stick your RAM in. We have 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. And I actually don't have a full ATX case at the moment, so we will be running it right here on top of this Dell. So yeah, there is the RAM installed, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, the next thing to do is to install a video card and a power supply, because those are both necessary items. Now this is not the video card that I will be installing in this computer, but right now we're going to use this Zotac GTS 250 because it has a VGA out, and I only have a VGA monitor here right now, so yeah. Let's see if we just put that down like so. Need something that can lift it up a little higher on that end. Hang on. Ooh, that might be a little high. Hang on. We'll make this work. We'll make this work. I'm not sure I trust this. That totally is not going to work. So yeah, let me think. Oh. We can just hang this like that. There we go. We just move it over a little bit, then it fits. So there we go, graphics card installed. Now, we're going to have to flip this around actually because the connections are on the other side, so let's just turn that like that. There we go. Now you can't see again. Alright. Now I have the power supply here in this box. So we're just going to hook this up real quick. Let's see here. This is a Thermaltake 80 Plus certified 750 watt power supply. So yeah, let's just plug this in here. We have 24 pin. We have CPU 8 pin. Let's see, can we reach this somewhere? Like, ooh, there's not a lot of room for this. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Okay, so let's just see if we can make this cable reach. Of course we can't. That would just be too easy. Alright. There we go. This is rather difficult. Alright, there we go. I think that should work. And then we should just need a plug-in for the graphics card. And now we should be able to hook it up and have it go to town. Maybe. Alright, well, give me one moment to get everything hooked up and we will check it out. Okie dokie. Now, here goes nothing. First of all, I need to plug in a mouse, because I'm guessing this probably has a UEFI BIOS. Got a mouse plugged in, okay. So because this is not the case and I do not have a power button, I'm going to turn on the power supply. No sparks yet. Then we're going to use the old screwdriver bridge connection thingy and see if we get this thing to start. Power button should be... No? Should be right there. There we go. And you get a signal. It is running. No video. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay. Maybe it's the PCI slot? Let's try a different PCI slot. Well, I really hope this thing's not dead. Oh, yes. Delete. Yes! It works! This is, the motherboard's a little older than I was expecting, but, oh, actually it's from 2011, but... Jacob, if you're watching this video, your computer works, at least for the most part. Yeah, so we have a BIOS. Let's just check everything. So let's see. What's this? Oh, it's CPU clock. I don't want to mess with that right now. Let's see. It's got the right date. CPU unlocked. I can't seem to find where it says yes. Without saying, all right, we'll do it this way. It's going to turn this off a minute. I have here a 8GB thumb drive that has Linux on it. So yeah, we'll we will just check whether or not it is okay with Linux. Let's see, right, screwdriver, turn power supply on, connection, there we go. So that should mean that PCI slot is bad. That's my guess on why it didn't boot the first time. Here we go. Alright, I will be back once we get into Linux. Okay, so we are now into Linux. Let's see if Linux can see my hardware. Wrong thing. Settings. Hardware. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used Linux. Okay, let's see. We go to hardware. Oh, we're in hardware. Okay, displays. C is the display. No. On system settings. Try file manager. Properties. Okay. Everything seems to be fine about this computer. There we go. Okay. And a Phenom 2 6-core 110T processor, 64-bit OS, 8.4 gigs on the disk. Well, yeah, that's because, yeah. Alright, well, everything seems to be working here, so I think what we're going to try is actually for me to put my Windows drive on here and see if we can play some games. Let's do it. So let's just shut this down. This is my old 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is actually going to be included with this computer to Jacob. And it should theoretically still have some games and stuff on it. So yeah, grab a SATA cable here to test it with. SATA 1. Just going to plug that in there. Maybe? No? No. These right angle things can be very useful, but they can also be a pain in the butt. Alright, well, that's not fitting in there, so let's see. Alright. This will be a good test to make sure the SATA on this power supply works too. Alright. Actually, one more thing. I'm going to switch the graphics card out. So, as I said before, the Zotac GTS 250 is not being included in this because this Zotac is a hunk of junk and I only use it for testing purposes. So yeah, let's just unplug this. We are actually going to be, the graphics card that I'm giving to Jacob with this computer is actually a Radeon HD 7770, which is still a very capable card by today's standards. So let's just put that in there, like so. It's a wee bit wobbly. Hopefully it'll be okay. Use our connector, which does not need all those pins anymore. Alright. And then we just need to get a DVI connection, which is easier said than done around here. I'm going to steal it from the music machine, because the music machine doesn't really need it, at least not right now. And then we can plug DVI in, because I don't actually have HDMI on hand, even though this does have HDMI out. I don't trust this graphics card. Without a mount, it's a little wobbly. So yeah, hopefully it's okay. Let's just plug the rest of the other end of the DVI into the monitor here. Alright, we will now zoom out a bit first. Turn on the power supply, which is already on. Bridge the connection. Wow. That card is so much quieter than that old GTS 250. And the monitor started. That's good. Let's see if the hard drive is working. It'll probably have to repair Windows and all. Loading operating system. There we go. We got Windows. Maybe. It's probably going to have to repair it for this system. I'll be back once this is done, because this is boring. Right now I am running Cinebench on the system to give it a bit of a test, so I can send Jacob some information on how the system performs. The OpenGL graphics card performed at 65.91 frames per second. The CPU ran at 501 CB. I'm not exactly sure what that stands for. That stands for the amount of seconds it takes to render something. So the lower the number, the better the score. So 501 Cinebench seconds, so approximately 501 seconds it takes to render an image with all 6 cores. So that's roughly 3 minutes, somewhere in there. So not too shabby, definitely good for what he's using, what he's doing, because he will not be rendering for full 4K images, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so right now we are running the CPU single core test to test one of the 6 cores in our CPU and see how that performs. So yeah, once that's done I will let you know and we will test some games. Okay, so the score finished with 97 CB for single core, so I thought that was a little weird, so I went and looked it up. Actually, I got that wrong. It correlates the seconds it takes to render it with other CPU scores, so it scored a 97 in so many scores, and I think the top is like 1,000 or maybe 2,000 or something in there. So not that great on one core, but with all 6 cores running, it's about mid-range, a little above mid-range, so that's good. So yeah, basically we're going to test some games, and I'm going to test recording the games versus the screen and see if we get any like super large CPU drops. I mean, like, or frame rate drops. I mean, because Jacob has a capture card, I'm guessing if he was going to record something for his channel off of this or something like that, he could use the capture card and it would not hurt his frame rate at all. But in the case that he wants to use a software one, like we're going to use OBS, we need to make sure that that's going to work. So yeah, let me get everything set up and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to put this through its tests in one game only because I don't have a lot of time and this is taking up most of my desk and I need my desk back. So, basically, we are going to try recording through the camera and see the frame rate of a game, the game being Doom 3 because that's the game I have right now to use. And then we're going to try using a screen recorder and see if the frame rate drops at all. So just moving around, I don't actually have a gun right now because I haven't played through any of the campaign at all. Just moving around, there is not any, I don't know how to open the door apparently. That's lovely. Well, there is not any lag at all whatsoever. This is running at a good 60 FPS. So that is definitely good. And yeah. Let's try it with the screen recorder. Alright, just continuing the game here now with the thingies enabled, or with the screen recorder enabled. And we seem to be running no problem. Dang it, it's cutscene. But everything seems to be running at a solid 60 FPS, if not more, maybe 120 even while recording. Which makes this a very usable computer even for recording, which Jacob will probably do from time to time on it. So yeah, I think that concludes our testing. And with that, I think that concludes this video. So please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Check out my gaming channel, check out Jacob's gaming channel and vlogging channel, all of which will be in the link below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.